Imagine two people earning the exact same salary. 10 years later, one is still living paycheck to paycheck, while the other has become a millionaire. What's the difference? It's not luck, and it's not inheritance. It comes down to simple financial habits, repeated every single day. In this video, we'll uncover the 7 millionaire habits that turn ordinary income into extraordinary wealth. Make sure you stick around until the end, because habit number 7 is the one almost nobody applies, but it's also the most powerful. Top 1, pay yourself first. Millionaires follow one golden rule: they pay themselves first. That means before rent, food, or entertainment, a portion of their income, 10%, 20%, sometimes more, goes straight into savings or investments. Why is this so powerful? Because if you wait until the end of the month, there's usually nothing left to save. By treating savings like a mandatory bill, you guarantee that your future wealth grows no matter what. Over time, those consistent contributions snowball through compound interest, turning small amounts into real financial freedom. Paying yourself first isn't about how much you make. It's about the discipline to save before you spend. Top 2, invest consistently. Millionaires don't let their money sit idle in a savings account. They put it to work. They invest consistently, whether the market is up or down. Even $100 a month can grow into a huge sum over time, thanks to compound interest. The secret isn't timing the market, it's spending time in the market. They automate contributions, so investing becomes as natural as paying a bill, and they diversify: stocks, index funds, real estate, so their wealth isn't tied to one basket. This steady, disciplined approach builds long-term financial freedom and sets them apart from people who only invest when it feels right. Markets will rise and fall, but millionaires know emotions are the enemy of investing. They don't panic sell when prices drop, and they don't chase hype when prices skyrocket. Instead, they stay calm, stick to the plan, and let time and discipline do the heavy lifting. That's how real wealth is built. Top 3, avoid bad debt. Millionaires understand the difference between good debt and bad debt, and they avoid the bad kind at all costs. Bad debt is borrowing money for things that lose value, like financing luxury items, impulse shopping, or carrying a balance on high-interest credit cards. This kind of debt traps people in a cycle where they pay more in interest than they ever save, making wealth almost impossible to build. Millionaires flip the script. They either pay with cash or use credit strategically, like building a strong credit score or leveraging low-interest loans for assets that appreciate, such as real estate or a business. They view debt as a tool, not as free money, and they make sure that every borrowed dollar has a purpose and generates more value than it costs. Most importantly, they protect their future by avoiding lifestyle inflation. The temptation to upgrade cars, clothes, or gadgets with borrowed money just to look rich. Millionaires know true wealth is measured by freedom, not by flashy purchases. So they steer clear of debt that drains their future and only embrace debt that multiplies their opportunities. Top 4, keep learning and growing. Millionaires never stop learning. They know that money follows knowledge, and the moment you stop growing, you start falling behind. While most people finish school and never pick up another book, millionaires make continuous education a priority. They read books on finance, leadership, psychology, and business. They attend seminars, listen to podcasts, or invest in mentors who have already achieved what they want. This constant pursuit of knowledge sharpens their decision-making and keeps them ahead of trends. They understand that the world changes quickly. New technologies, markets, and opportunities appear all the time, and the only way to take advantage of them is to stay curious and adaptable. Importantly, millionaires don't just absorb information passively, they apply it. They test new strategies, learn from failures, and keep refining their approach. Many of them credit their success not to a lucky break, but to years of disciplined learning and applying small lessons that added up. They also surround themselves with people who challenge their thinking, mentors, peers, and communities that push them to grow. Unlike those who see education as something you finish once, millionaires treat it as a lifelong investment that pays the highest return. They know money can be lost and gained, but the skills and knowledge you build stay with you forever, making you adaptable in any situation. So while others waste hours scrolling on social media or consuming entertainment, millionaires carve out time to read, reflect, and learn, because they see knowledge as the ultimate asset that compounds just like money. Top 5. Set clear goals and track progress. Millionaires don't drift through life hoping things will work out. They set clear financial goals and track their progress with discipline. They know that without a target, money slips away easily, but with a precise goal, whether it's saving for a property, reaching financial independence, or building a business, they have a reason to say no to distractions and yes to smart choices. Instead of vague ideas like, "I want to be rich," millionaires define specific, measurable objectives, such as, "I want to save $100,000 in 5 years," or "I will invest 20% of my income every month." These goals give direction and make daily decisions easier. But setting goals is only half the battle. They also monitor their progress closely. Millionaires track their spending, savings rate, and investment returns, often using spreadsheets, apps, or even just regular reviews of their accounts. This habit gives them clarity and control, showing exactly where they stand and where adjustments are needed. If they fall short one month, they adapt instead of giving up. If they're ahead, they use the momentum to push further. This tracking also fuels motivation because seeing steady progress, even in small increments, creates confidence that long-term success is inevitable. Unlike many who avoid looking at their finances out of fear, millionaires face the numbers head-on and use them as a feedback system. They know what gets measured gets managed, and what gets managed gets improved. Clear goals combined with constant tracking transform dreams into tangible results. And that discipline is one of the biggest reasons their wealth keeps growing year after year. Top 6. Distinguish needs from wants. Millionaires have mastered a simple but powerful skill, knowing the difference between needs and wants. Most people blur the line, convincing themselves that every desire is a necessity, which leads to overspending and financial stress. Millionaires approach money differently. They cover their true needs first: housing, food, healthcare, security, and then make intentional choices about everything else. This doesn't mean they never enjoy luxuries. It means they don't confuse luxuries with essentials. For example, they may drive a reliable car instead of financing a flashy one, or they'll cook at home during the week and treat themselves on special occasions, This discipline protects them from lifestyle inflation, the trap where people spend more every time they earn more, never actually building wealth. By keeping wants in check and prioritizing real needs, millionaires free up more money to save and invest. They understand that every dollar not wasted on impulse purchases is a soldier working toward their financial freedom. Over time, this mindset shift creates a huge gap between them and others who spend just to look rich. True wealth isn't about buying everything you want. It's about having the freedom to choose because you've built. Real security top 7. Build multiple streams of income. Millionaires rarely depend on a single paycheck. They build multiple streams of income. Relying only on one salary is risky because if it disappears, so does your entire lifestyle. Millionaires protect themselves by diversifying how money flows into their lives. It often starts with their main career or business, but then they add side ventures, investments, rental properties, or royalties. Each stream may not be huge at first, but together they create stability and freedom. For example, someone might earn from their job, collect dividends from stocks, and rent out a property, all working at the same time. This approach allows them to grow wealth faster, recover quickly from setbacks, and take more calculated risks. Multiple streams also shift them from trading time for money to making money work for them, even while they sleep. The truth is, millionaires don't wait for one golden ticket. They design a safety net, an opportunity machine around themselves. That's why habit number 7 is the most powerful. It transforms money from something fragile into something resilient. If one stream slows down, the others keep flowing. This not only builds wealth, but also peace of mind. Because financial freedom isn't about how much you earn once. It's about having income that never stops. And that's it. The 7 millionaire habits that can turn ordinary income into lasting wealth. Remember, success isn't about luck. It's about the daily choices you make and the discipline to stick with them. Start with just one of these habits, and you'll already be ahead of most people. Which one will you try first? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. If this video helped you, give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video where Steve the Panda and I reveal the top 7 myths about investing. See you there.